Welcome back to Factorio Hyperbase. Yeah, we definitely need those stack inserters by priority, or the double loading, which is something else that we're going to be able to do now. How are we going to work this one? So basically, we want coal to come in up here. I probably want other things to be picked up down here, maybe sulfuric acid here, lube down here. The other thing, of course, is the rocket fuel, not rocket fuel, solid fuel. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about that at this point, but it should be safe if we had quite a long run-in, I guess, for coal to empty in up there. So if I came to just above the stone, maybe, is that running distance while this train loads up? Where are we at? 5,500. Doesn't really matter. Let's go. Whoops, wrong way. Keep forgetting when I'm facing downwards. Go this way, buddy. So yeah, it's probably a good decision. This seems to be quite some distance. We'll probably have bots pop out and fill in some of these signals that exist before I got my bots back, like this one. But it is about here that I wanted to do the... There you go away. That I wanted to do the cut in. So we can find it. There we go. Certainly bots doing this is a little bit faster even at this ridiculously slow speed than me doing it. We can make an radar, so we can fill in that one as well. That's good. Excellent. Alright, let's jump on board. Drive up here. Now, from here, we obviously need to come up a bit, so let's do a rail section up. Wow. Very, very slow. I'd forgotten just how slow. Maybe a second rail section. And at this point, map, let's get out of map view. I'm kind of tempted just to run along and see where I want this and then come back. Maybe just run a single lane along here. We can always improve it later. We might need one more. Possibly one more length. Let's just check that on the map view. No, possibly not. Maybe I'll just put in a corner piece then. Oh. How are we doing for rail? We still have a bit. A sip of my drink. I do have to bear in mind exactly where okay, we'll join in with the bottom part. Exactly where the plastic train is going to come in as well to pick up all this stuff. We're coming in, so we'll probably need that, and on the way out I'll need that. Okay, down to here, and at this point we can just stretch this out until we get to about where we need to go. Which should be somewhere around a little bit further along. Okay. That's slightly too far. So I don't want to come any further than about that. This can be well, it's coal, plastic, unload, and you can go to coal, plastic, unload until inventory empty. Let's go. Well, let's creep along until you get here, which is a little bit more like it. These steel chests are, let's just do 4 per wagon. And we're out, and we can't build any more, unfortunately, so we'll have to worry about that later. Okay, and now whoops, I missed a bit here. There we go. Do I want to balance this? Probably, just to be sure. Probably comes out inherently balanced, but I can't guarantee necessarily that that will be the case. Via the consumption, so let's do that, and then we need to get this over here. Probably have come in a little bit closer, but it's usually better to leave yourself space than not to, so it's fine. Oops. Looks like my bots are building out that plastic for me, which again is pretty awesome. So that just kind of makes up for if there's any unevenness in the load up there. Do I have any more of the chemical plants? It doesn't look like I do. They are loading out the belt though for me, which is helpful. Now we need to get power in here somehow. The problem I think is that doesn't actually quite reach because I've squished these in so close. There's not actually room to put power poles in the back, which is unfortunate. Something I kind of should have known or do know and didn't really worry about, I guess. Let's get rid of that lot. Let us apply some pipe. To the problem. Do we have any of those? We do. Good, good. There we go. Oh, interesting. They haven't actually completed enough. Oh, there's no power. That's what the problem is. No power. Okay. Go and using this pathway we can kind of get power to that side, but it's not really an ideal situation. Go. How's our power usage now? Fine. Absolutely fine. Power poles down this end as well. Alright, that's that side. Oh look, we are now getting plastic already. We're going to have to do some... that doesn't quite work. These ones don't need to be powered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a half. What I'd like... I'm out of inserters as well. There's still is not working particularly well. Because what? Oh, I've broken the power, that's what. Yes, I've broken this power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on, 7 on this guy. Ideally, we would have but that's not going to work there, is it? That's just going to turn it around, which is not going to work. So you need something like that. It's not ideal because we actually have too many loading onto this. That's kind of pointless. Oh well. So where are we going to have the trains? So a stop sort of here would be pretty useful. Yeah, a stop here being the load stop, so basically the equivalent of one of these. I'm going to have to go over there to get a copy of that, unfortunately, because I didn't have any radars erected there, but a copy of that one underneath here to pick up the plastic. So we'll use this to run. Yeah, this of course is always going to be slower. That's fine for now. Run back to coal load. You can't get to coal load. Why not? Because your bots haven't come back? Surely that's not the reason. How many bots do we have on us at the moment? 39, so there should be 11 in this bunch, and hopefully we can drag them along far enough that they don't try and get away again. It's looking fairly promising. 50, good. Let's go. Okay, that says we're allowed to go that way, which should be fine. I think that's okay. Okay, that says it is okay, so let's keep going until or unless we find something that clearly is wrong. That looked okay. Okay, it doesn't seem to be at this part. Quite possibly just a single missed signal or something of that nature. Right, let's just back up a second and tell it to go to coal load. It doesn't like it, alright. Oh, that's what the problem is. We've got that on the wrong side. Hopefully that fits on the other side. coal load. Yes, we can. There you go. Guess that makes sense that it should have been symmetrical. Now, coal load is not actually where we needed to go to. We actually needed to go manual so that we could go back to base, because we need some more chests. Oh, we need this. We need a copy of this. That's actually why we came here. That bit anyway. Possibly this bit. Just for convenience, this will probably be fairly full fairly soon. What are we up to? No, it's going to take forever. Alright, go to Plastic U. We're going to need to add on to this a fill the engines part. Otherwise this will just run out of engine capacity, and that certainly wouldn't do. So let's sort out this plastic. What do we need to come back with? 15, 24, 30, maybe 40 or 50 chem plants. Something like that. And let's put a quick balancer in here as well. Which probably means we are going to need to foreshorten these lengths here, which is fine. We have room. You can go back there. Rid of that. And yeah, that should be our plastic load. It may not be fast enough. But it will do as an interim measure. So this is plastic load. And we need a train at the other end now. Oh, let's finish up this part. We have an awful lot of stone on us, don't we? Finish up this part. might not have had enough signals to do all that. Looks like some of these are ghosts. Okay, so we need more signals, we need more cam plants, we need another train, we need to put fueling into these trains. Lots of things really, but we are getting quite close to having an actual plastic train available. So let's jump on board here. Oh, it's actually taking off. That's not where I want you to go though this time. I want you to go to this one. Did you actually empty? No. Almost though. So this stop won't actually be part of the routine of this train anymore. We're just using it for a drop-off, and then we will swap out the train for another one, which will be our plastic train. Wilhelm Christensen, according to... oh, they've all got different names anyway, but... manual... We're carrying some stuff I don't really want to unload here. Let me just back up a bit. Or maybe we're not. No, we have 99. Oh, maybe we don't. Maybe it is legitimately empty, in fact. Alright, well, you can go all the way in then. Because it's not going to unload. That's fine. So what I might do then is tell it to go to coal load, and that one doesn't exist. And it can start doing that trip. Now, we need another train altogether. We need another, I think I said 50 of those. We need to get rid of all of this stone. It's not serving any useful purpose. Let's donate it to the track manufacturing component. I have enough track. I need more blue inserters. What else did I need? Probably some pipe to ground. Anything else that jumps out? Not from there. I guess signals. Let's get a few. Probably wouldn't hurt to have more of those ones. Now, we have one of these guys, so I want to go one, whoops, I want to go, what did I do then? 5, I don't want 5, oh, too late. There, 4. And we don't have enough coal at the moment. Coal is supposed to be coming down from the top, so I guess I can grab some from here though. In fact, I should really grab some from here and permanently send it over to trains here. It's not really going to fix our situation particularly well though, because this train is not, this is not where it's going to unload in future. So 1, 2. have I got left? 3. I need a bit more. Bit more. That will do. Alright. You, I want to go to plastic. Plastic load until inventory full. Let's go. I probably needed a little bit more rail than that. We're getting there, guys. Hang with us. We should have plastic flowing on the main bus before this episode is out. That's certainly my plan. These are fairly long trains for a start. I didn't grab any extra chests or anything to make those, but never mind. I'm kind of rushing to get the basics in place, and then we'll fix the bits that are missing, I guess is my approach here. Of course, this isn't going to load up properly either because all that's missing, but never mind. It looks like we're going to have to make a return trip. We must be missing. Oh, maybe the process has stalled due to one of these pipes being jammed. Yeah. So we're going to have to make some storage tanks as well, just so we can get rid of the stuff that we don't need. These all done? Yes, they are. Let's get rid of the flashing lights. Okay, that should be the... I don't think there's any flashing in plastic anymore. Down here there's no power down here. Let us sort that out. So we need more, well, these can be iron chests, they can be steel chests, whatever we feel we need. Let's go to manual. Head back towards base. Hopefully this train isn't going to come and sock us. So we need a bunch of additional chests. I guess steel chests kind of make more sense. It's just there's a certain amount of extra cost and capacity that perhaps you don't entirely need. But never mind. Got a little bit of rail left. Thump. Oh my goodness, this is slow. Come on, guys. Need you to just hurry up just a tad. We want... Is there room for 4 lanes of plastic through there? Yes, there is. Okay, great. What I might do then... Oops. Is jump off. Not going to worry too much about what those guys are doing, although I do want them to catch up to me before we head back. I think I will try and sort out these 4 lanes down here. Wow, this is slow running. How are we doing for water fill? 4.8k, that's great. I don't care if we go straight over the top of that. Right, the 4 lanes are basically intended to be about here, so that would mean that we'd want to do that. And then we can come up through like so. And it's kind of the point was to get this up here. I guess I want to take it all the way past this thing. So we're in the clear as far as placing a station, an unloading station. That is kind of the best thing that we have at the moment for the unloading. That's a loading. So yeah, something like this coming in here. I think the corner at the top is all wrong. Yeah, so that's not going to work terribly well. And that's actually where... So it might be easier to actually come down this sort of path here. And turn into a two-way. Just so that we can potentially have you know, more than one plastic train. We'll probably need it at some point in the not too distant future. Actually, there's no particular reason why we can't have a clean junction here. We could go, I guess we'll go up. There we go. That gives us a clean junction, and then we can have our straights coming out from that. Guys, you're so slow. Not sure if I'm going to want this dual-sided unload. Let's get rid of one side of it for now. We may well end up wanting it, but let's just deal with what we can deal with for now. So for these boxes, we just need a bunch of steel, which unfortunately is quite a long way down. Let's reduce this down to 4. By the time we have, well, I mean, we have the ability to, technically, we have the technology to make our stack inserters. We just don't have the reds to make them just yet. Oh, are we actually out of those guys? Wow. Alright. Guys, I think we've probably done enough for this episode. You can see that we'll have our plastic here momentarily. I'll connect this up and I'll run this down to where the red circuits are going to be. And that should get us off to a good start in the next episode. Especially once we fill out. I might even do the extra run out to the oil area to put some tanks in so that we don't get overrun with the light oil, and for heavy and for lube as temporary measures until we're ready for their products. But yeah, certainly we're pretty much done for this episode. So you plastic unload. Let's come up here. Do we still have blue inserters? We still have a handful. So they'll all vanish pretty quickly. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye for now.